My daily practice as an artist begins with a morning routine. I like to start the day watering my plants and making a cup of tea. I then go to my studio and decide to do some sketching practice. I go through my journal and decide to complete a watercolor sketch I did on location but couldn't finish. This particular sketch captures a picturesque view from a lovely hotel in Monterey, California, where I would sit outside my room and admire the lush green fields. I managed to apply a light wash of watercolors, but didn't have enough time for detailing it. To prepare my watercolors for painting, I lightly spray them with water to achieve a smoother consistency. Additionally, I add a few drops of water to the colors I anticipate using. As I begin to paint, the memories of the place come to mind, allowing me to reconnect with the emotions of being there. At the same time, I try to see the overall composition and identify any elements that could be enhanced to make it more vibrant and engaging. I experiment with adding more contrast and splashing certain areas. Occasionally, I refer to the photos and videos I took during my trip to find additional details. As the morning progresses, I find myself becoming more relaxed and entering a state of flow, which in turn enhances my creativity. I continue building layers of wet paint over dry ones to enrich each element. My goal isn't to produce a work of art, but rather to maintain a consistent practice in my sketchbooks. I usually sketch directly with fountain pen to challenge myself. Despite knowing that errors may arise, I address them later and incorporate them into the overall composition. This process allows me to continuously learn and discover something new. This sketch was created during a trip from Santa Cruz to San Francisco. Our car, a 1975 Scouty, unexpectedly broke down, and we found ourselves waiting for it to be repaired. As I continue painting, all the memories from the trip come flooding back as if I'm reliving the experience. As I continue working on the dark and lights, the page transforms, gaining depth and dimension. On the other page of the spread, I have the drawing of a flower vase I did at my friend's house a few days before, reminding me of the gratitude I felt for the invitation. To add emphasis, I use a white marker or pen to introduce extra highlights. And I use a brush with ink to incorporate some deeper shades. At the end, I decided to paint a blue sky as a background to accentuate the trees in the foreground. I'm pleased that I devoted extra time to this sketch, as it helped me start my day and loosen up my hand before diving into my formal work with paintings and commissions. This drawing will remain in my travel journal as a beautiful memory of that particular trip. Thanks for joining me on my artistic journey today.